So, 20 questions over here. A rectangular field. It says a rectangular field measures 12 meters in length. Okay, so that's 12 meters and 8 meters in width. What is the area of the field? So 12 times 8 equals 96 meters squared. So the answer here will be C. Okay, question number 2. Question number 2 says you got 3x plus 5 equals to 17. You subtract 5 on both sides, and so you get 3x equals to 12. And so therefore x must equal 4 for this answer. All right, because 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. Okay, question 2a, 4. Question 1c. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 3. Sequences and series. What is the next number in the sequence? Well, to go from 2 to 5, we plus in 3 every single time. So it's pretty easy, right? And if we plus 3 again, it's going to be 20. That'll come to 20. All right, the next number in the sequence should be none of the above for this one. The next one, a right angle triangle. One angle measures 90. What is the sum of the other two angles? Well, if one angle is 90, we know that the other two angles plus 90 equals 180. And so if I subtract 90 from both sides, we can see that the other two angles have to add up to 90. So those two angles have to add up to 90 because that's 90, because we can't go over 180. 180 is the sum of angles, so the answer here will be 90. Question 4a. Okay, question 5. Probability, a bag contains 4 red balls. Okay, so let's get a bag going here. Some kind of bag. We've got 4 red balls in here. We've got 3 blue balls. We've got 5 green balls. If a ball is randomly selected, what is the probability of drawing a blue ball? Well, we've got 3 blue balls out of the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1 out of 4. Final answer here will be A. Question 5a. All right, some little bit of riddles and measurement. A circular swimming pool has a diameter of 10. There's a circular swimming pool. It has a diameter of 10. That's going to be 10 meters there. What is the circumference? Now, circumference is given by pi times d. That's pi times 10, which is 10 pi. And so the diameter is going to be 10 pi for this. Solve for y. We've got 2y minus 3 equals 13. We plus 3 on both sides. And so 2y equals 16. We divide by 2 on both sides. And so we get x equals to 8 for this. All right, I said x, I meant y. In other words, y is equal to 8. So the answer here will be D. Sequences. This is 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, and 4 squared. So the next one's going to be 5 squared. That's 25. A dice is rolled once. What is the probability of rolling an odd number? Okay. Dice is rolled once. What is the probability of rolling an odd number? If a dice is rolled, you can get 6 numbers. One of the 6 numbers. If it's odd, We have 3 options out of 6. So the probability it's an odd number is 50%, which is a half. All right, let's go to question 10. Geometry. What is the area of a square with side length 6 centimeters? What is the area of a square with side length 6 centimeters? Area is equal to length times width, or 6 times 6. So that's 36 centimeters squared. Pretty simple, right? What is the next number in the sequence? Well, this is going into the negative, positive, negative. So let's jump. And let's jump this way. The first thing we can see is that, well, actually, if we don't jump, and if we actually look at how do we go from here to here, we times it by minus 2, and then we times it by minus 2 again, and then we just keep timesing by minus 2, so it changes sign. If I time by minus 2 again, it'll become positive 32, which is not that. It's E, none of the above. All right, let's have a look at question 12 and 13. Solve for the following for x. You got x over 2 plus x over 3 equals x over 4 plus x over 6. I can see a common denominator here of 12. So I multiply this by 6. I multiply this by 4. I multiply this by 3. I multiply this by 2. And so this becomes 6x plus 4x. And this becomes 3x plus 2x. Am I getting anywhere? I don't know. Let's check. 6 plus 4, 10x. 3 plus 2, 5x. Either way, 12 can cancel out if we multiply by 12 on both sides. But the only way these two are going to be equal is if x is equal to 0. If x can be any other number, it won't work. So the answer here we're looking for is just 0. What is the probability of flipping a coin twice and getting heads both times? If you flip it once, the probability of getting heads is half. If you flip it again, it's half again. And a half times a half is a quarter. All right, let's move on. Volume. What is the volume of a cube with side length 5 centimeters? Let's draw a cube over here. What is a cube? All the sides are equal. It says here this is 5, and this will be 5, and this will also be 5. And the volume is given by length times width times height, which is 5 times 5 times 5, which is 125 centimeters cubed done. What is the next number in the sequence? Here we are plusing 3 or minusing 3? Minusing 3. So we minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, etc. So the next one's going to be minus 20 because we're just minusing 3. So none of the above for this one. Question 16. We have y over 3. The answer 0 definitely works here as well. Plus y over 9 equals y over 2. Will it ever change? Well, no. Y equals 0. Done. But then maybe you can make both sides equal somehow. Is that even possible? Do we want to do that? Should I find a common denominator? If the common denominator is 18, then I can multiply this by 6, multiply this by 3, multiply this by 2, and multiply this by 9, getting me 9y. 6y plus 3y plus 2y, and it's 9 plus 2, which is 11y equals 9y, so definitely 0 and nothing else. What is the probability of rolling a sum of 7 with two 6-sided dice? So we have two 6-sided dice. 1, 2. And the probability of rolling a sum of 11. Well, maybe let's look at all the possibilities here. We'll look at a two-way table. Two-way table means we got dice 1, which is going this way, and dice 2, which is going this way. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And when it adds up together. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and just keep going, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are all the possibilities of adding them up. These numbers on the inside represent the sum of those two. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 6 plus 6 is 12, for example. Now, we want to find the probability sum of 11. Sum of 11 is over there. There are two outcomes, two possibilities, out of a total of how many possibilities? 36 possibilities. 6 times 6 is 36. And so that'll become 1 out of 18. And so none of the above will be correct. Let's go into question number 18. Riddles and measurements. All right, this one here has got dollar signs everywhere. It says, what is the perimeter of a rectangle? Let's look for the answer that is best fitting this one. Let's draw a rectangle. We've got x plus y will be the length because it's longer. X minus y is the width. The perimeter is the sum of it. So perimeter is going to be x plus y plus x plus y plus x minus y plus x minus y. X plus x plus x plus x comes to 4x. Y plus y is 2y minus y is y minus y is 0. So this is going to be 4x. So looking at these answers over here, looks like it's going to be A, ignoring the dollar sign B. Okay. And over here, let's ignore these symbols here as well. Okay. So now, the next question says, what is the area of a triangle? Okay, we've got a triangle now. Base of 5. Triangle base 5. And a height of 8. Area is equal to 5 times 8 divided by 2. Base height divided by 2. 40 divided by 2, which is 20 units squared. So 20 units squared looks like it's going to be A. Final answer A and A there. Best answer. Okay, question 20, ignoring all the solutions after that. If a card is drawn from a standard deck of cards, standard deck of cards has 52 cards in it. What is the probability that it will be a face card or an ace? Now, what are the face cards? You can have a jack, queen, and a king, and you have four of each of these. Four of each of these, so this is going to be 12 face cards. And if it's an ace, you have four aces as well. There's four aces. The probability that it's a face card or an ace. The probability it's a face card or it's an ace. It's the probability that it's a face card plus the probability it's an ace. So that's 12 out of 52 plus 4 out of 52. In other words, 16 out of 52, which is 8 out of 26, which is 4 out of 13. And so the correct answer here should be A. How did I get that? Remember, we got 12 plus 4, so we got 16 options out of 52, and then suddenly we just simplify. And so we end up with 4 over 13. Okay. Those are the first 20 questions there.